Cherry picking your trade is key to your consistency. If you want to be profitable, you have to watch this video. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. In this video, I would like to share with you my trading strategy. Now, I'm the biggest proponent of keeping your trading strategy or your trading system very simple and straightforward. Why? Because if you keep your trading strategy or trading system simple, then you can easily test it. If you can easily test it, that means you can test it properly. If your trading strategy is properly tested, you will have a good accuracy between your backtest results versus your forward test result or your live result. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, what you have in front of you is the hourly chart of the Dow Jones, US 30, and the day was Wednesday, 11th of September. So this was the 7 a.m. candle right here. Okay, now I always trade the New York Open and the NYSE Open. So I only trade 2 hours in that session, right? The New York AM session. So I don't actually make any pre-judgment of where the market wants to go or what the market wants to do during Asia or during London. Okay, I don't care what it wants to do, right? All I care is come 7 o'clock. So upon the close of this candle, the New York Open, upon the close of that 7 a.m. candle, I will draw my 1 hour support and 1 hour resistance. Okay, so in this case, I would have drawn my support here. Okay, right? Why? Because there's a bearish candle and followed by a bullish candle. Yes, it's followed by the bearish candle and followed by the bullish candle again. So I will draw my support here as well. Okay, right? So between this and this will be a very tight range. Okay, and up the top here, I will draw my resistance. Okay, so I know coming to New York, this is my landscape. So 8 a.m. on the clock, this is what I have in front of me. Yeah, I would probably draw one more here up there. Okay, and one more down here. Right, so I know for Wednesday, 11th of September, New York AM session, the open, this is my, you can call it my playground, right? I know I have a hourly resistance up here and I know the hourly support right down there. Okay, now what I do, I go down to the 5 minutes time frame and I will look into areas where I'm interested in looking to trade into. Okay, and what do I mean by this? I look areas like this, right? A series of bullish candle, series of bearish candles, whatever it may be. Okay, a series bullish candle means that it's an area, like a potential area where I would like to trade into. A series of bearish candle, on the other hand, is an area where I would like to trade into in terms of buy. So in this case, if it's a series of bullish candle, I'm looking to sell into this area. Okay, so it's always the complete opposite. Now, price is actually hitting or residing on the 1 hour resistance. Now, my rule states that I would not take anything, right? Any buy opportunities or long opportunities for as long as the 1 hour candle has not closed above the 1 hour resistance. Okay, right, above this. And same thing, right, on the opposite side, I would not look into a sell position if 1 hour candle does not close below this 1 hour support or below this 1 hour support. Okay, it has to close below this support for me to be able to look into a sell opportunities or short opportunities. Okay, so let's go back to the 5 minutes. Now, straight away, I am aware that if I can't take a buy opportunity or a long position above this for as long as the 1 hourly candle has not closed above the 1 hour resistance, that means I have to assume that price still wants to stays within this 1 hour range, right? So this was the 1 hour range. Okay, if you remember, right? So this was our 1 hour range. Okay, Now I like this area, right? I like this series of bullish candle. All right. Now on the 5 minutes price, this is my thought process. Price had a strong bullish rally, okay, hit the 1 hour resistance and start going sideways, right? Going sideways means that it creates resistance on the 5 minutes and also it creates supports on the 5 minutes. Okay, let's draw that for now. Okay. Support and resistance. Okay. Now, because this is an area where I want to sell into, right? This support over here is my trigger point to initiate my short position. Okay. So in other words, if price were to ever break this support, this 5 minute support, I will look into a short position also based on the higher time frame narrative that price is actually hitting the 1 hour resistance. So price couldn't break the 1 hour resistance easily. In terms of where my take profit is or where I'm getting at if I were to get involved in this short position, this will be an area of support, okay, 5 minute support that I would like to get out of my position. Okay, so let me repeat that. Price is now residing on 1 hour resistance. 1 hour resistance, if you're actually trading the session, it is actually quite a strong resistance. So upon the break of the 5 minute support, I'm taking that as a signal that price still cannot move any higher, that price wants to move lower. Now, when price wants to move lower upon the break of that 5 minute support, I look into this area over here. Now, this area for me to the left is key. Okay, this is, like I said before, is the number one thing that you need to look into even before you look into a setup, because you could have this setup, okay, forming. You have the resistance or the support, and price resides on the 1 hour resistance, and you can see that price actually breaking down lower. However, if to the left, right, you don't have a nice clean range like this, me personally, I wouldn't take that short position. Okay, so this is compulsory. This is the prerequisite of taking this setup. So condition number one, tick, you have a nice range. Condition number two, tick, you have the narrative, you have the high time frame story that price resides on the 1 hour resistance and now still can't break any higher. Condition number three, we are about to find out if price going to break this 5 minute support. Okay, and if it does, you will take that short position, okay, into this 5 minute support. Right, price did break that 5 minute support. So what you do, I would take a short position upon the close of that candle, right? And I will use the resistance as my stop loss, because if price did break that resistance, the whole trade idea is invalid altogether. Okay, right, upon the break of that upon the close of that candle, and I would try target this. Right, okay, so that is one setup. Okay, right, now this for me is called the internal breakout play. Why? Because externally it did not break the 1 hour range, it only broke the internal 5 minutes range, which is this one. Okay, now if we keep on playing, right, now I want you to follow my thought process. So price on the 5 minutes broke the 1 hour support. Okay. However, so this support and that support, but it did not break this 1 hour support. And what did I tell you in the beginning of this video? That if 1 hour candle did not close below this 1 hour support, I cannot get involved in a short position or a sell position below this 1 hour support. And if you look at the time now, it's 8:40 a.m. right? That means price, the 8 a.m. candle has not closed below this 1 hour support. We still have 15 more minutes or 20 more minutes, okay, for price to confirm that it actually closes below the 1 hour support. Now, this is what I mark, okay? You have the bearish candle, right? You have the bullish candle. So this is my 5-minute support, okay? You have the bearish candle, bullish candle, then followed by the bearish candle. So suddenly you also have the resistance, 5 minutes resistance. Okay. So price sort of going sideways a little bit. Now, this is my narrative. Price on the 5 minutes, not the hourly, on the 5 minutes broke temporarily, the 1 hour support. However, you can see the clear rejection here from this 1 hour support. Now, I have to assume that anything that has not closed below the 1 hour support on the 5 minutes, price still wants to come back into the range. Now, because I have this resistance on the 5 minutes, I'm using this as a trigger point that if price breaks this resistance, that means there's a good probability that price wants to move back into the 1 hour range. So this is just a fake out, okay? To the left, there's a nice clean range, okay? Right? There's a one, instead of series of bearish candle, it's actually one big massive bearish candle. So upon the break of that resistance, I would look into a buy, right? This is clearly a break. So I would put my buy position. Okay. So I just use that, yeah. Okay. The support as my stop loss. And I would target that as my take profit. Why? Because this is a 5 minutes resistance over here, right? Okay, right, target hit. Right, so the first example was an example of internal breakout. Yeah, because price could not break the 1 hour resistance. Instead, it hit the 1 hour resistance, went sideways for a little bit, and then it created an internal consolidation phase, right, on the 5 minutes. And upon the break of that consolidation range, which was the 5 minute support, I then took that short position back into the range. Whereas with this one, it looked like price wanted to break the 1 hour support, but it didn't. Why? Because it created some sort of consolidation phase as well. It had some support, it had resistance, but then upon a break of that resistance, because the 1 hour candle has not closed below this 1 hour support, I am still assuming that price wants to move back into the range. As you can see here, the time was 8:40, 8:45. So, and on the clock, okay, upon the close of that 8:45 candle, actually at 8:50, right? So 10 to 9. So 10 to 9, price went back into the range. So there's a good probability, and then also it broke the resistance. So it had a good probability for price to want to continue going back into the range. Okay, so that's it, guys. That is basically my simple trading strategy. Very easy to follow. You can easily test this as well. So go back to your chart, test this trading strategy, journal it, drop some comments below, and ask any question that you might have. Happy trading and stay well. Thank you for watching, guys. If you find this video useful, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Make sure you check out my other videos too.